Hello and welcome everyone to the walk around video here at Your Next Car, the i3. Vehicle is presented in Alpine White, has the gloss black contrast package alongside some lovely options and features which we'll be sure to get to and talk to you a little bit more about as we make our way around and inside the vehicle. We're also going to talk a little bit more about the technical aspects of this all-electric i3. This has got the 19-inch alloy wheels finished in the diamond cut finish. They are all unmarked and look really, really well. You've also got the Bridgestone tyres on there, which were bespoke, made for the i3 range of BMWs. They're super skinny to, of course, reduce the rolling resistance, making the range better and also making the aerodynamical purposes of the car even better. But they are still more than grippy enough to keep all of the instant torque produced by the very, very powerful electric motor and stored electrical energy in the i3 onto the tarmac. The i3 is a great looking car and really does fit in very, very nicely with the BMW brand. It's very future proofed in terms of it looks great now and it'll look great in another 10, 12, 20 years even. I don't think anyone will disagree with that. You have got front and rear parking sensors with a reversing camera. Not that you're going to need them. This is a very, very easy car to park and manoeuvre thanks to both of those super skinny tyres and, of course, very, very lightweight steering. You get features such as privacy glass. This is a 5-door vehicle, believe it or not. So if we go ahead and open up the front door, the rear door opens up the reverse way round, as you can see there. So a really clever way of making the rear doors shorter, and then to have proper access to the rear seats, you simply slide the front seats forward in the same way you would do in a 3-door car. And then as you can see, you have got a very spacious 2x2 Isofix rear seat arrangement there. There is a really good amount of space in both the front and rear seat arrangement on an i3. And if we show you through round onto the rear, this is of course your charging port here. So again, you've got two modes of charging there. You've got AC and DC chargers, so you're not going to be stuck 4 ways to charge it. And we have got both charging cables with the vehicle, which I'll show you in just a second. So you've got your at-home charger and your out-and-about charger, as I like to call them. Generally speaking, you're not going to need to carry either of these around, certainly not that one. But most charging stations you pull up to will have the correct cable for this car. And it is as simple as pulling up, plugging in and leaving the car to charge up. 0 to 80% on this i3 will take around about half an hour. Obviously, you're not going to allow the car to run all the way to 0% before you find a charger. It is a case of charging up as and when you can, and of course as frequently as possible. That way you keep the batteries topped up, you keep that range as high as possible. Speaking of range, the i3 we have here for you has a manufacturer's claimed range of 190 miles of range. Now, the real world range is closer to around about 150 to 160 miles of electric range. This is a pure electric car. There is not the range extender on this model. But of course, with 150 to 160 miles of pure electric range, that is going to be more than enough for most daily commutes, more than a couple of times, including a charge in between that as well. So of course, the idea being that you do your daily commute, you can probably even charge up at work now, or even come home, charge it up, and do the same again. It really isn't particularly hard to find places to charge electric vehicles now. There are more and more places to do so. Petrol stations have electric charging, service stations have them. Most towns and cities have dedicated spots for them now. And of course, there are several apps to download that will help you find your nearest charging station. And of course, having a charger installed at home will certainly make things a lot easier as well. Really nice, clean, tidy example of the i3 that's been very, very well looked after. And again, even though the interior has been made out of some really nice, lightweight different materials, it still feels high quality. It's still got a nice BMW feel to everything inside. It's covered just over 45,000 miles, 45997. You get features like cruise control, speed limiter, voice and volume functions. You get professional wide navigation and media. So again, they haven't removed anything that would make this car convenient and comfortable for everyday use. You've got DAB, music collection, USB, AUX, and of course Bluetooth line-in. Obviously, not having an engine, there aren't any actual engine services to be carried out. Vehicle check and brake fluid is as far as that goes. There are 2 service histories there for those. We have then got the reversing camera along with sensors, dual auto climate system with heated seats. If you would like to know further details on this i3, please do simply use the links available. Thank you, bye bye.